here. So today I have a very simple how-to install. I purchased a dual trash bin containment system from Lowe's. This one requires 14.5-inch minimum cabinet opening. So all I had to do was measure the inside of my cabinet from here to here. It was about 15.5, so I was golden. This particular one I believe was $75 from Lowe's. Now I've worked on some very high-end kitchens over the years, and companies like rev-a-shelf make some awesome waste bin containment and storage containment systems. They're much more complex to install and much more pricey, but they are great. But for all that I need, this right here for 75 bucks, it's gonna be perfect. So follow along. It's only like 3 or 4 quick steps, super easy. It's gonna take about 15 minutes tops, and I got you. So just quickly going over the box. Again, this particular waste bin requires a 14.5-inch minimum opening, which what we have. If you turn it around here, 22 inches deep, which is what most base cabinets are going to be anyway, so you don't have to worry too much about that. And then the height for this particular system is at least 18 3/4 of an inch. So again, you're going to want to measure from the bottom to the top and make sure that you have that opening covered. Okay, so let's see what's inside the box. You got your instruction manual. It's literally just 2 pages, super easy, and then you have it too in Spanish with a bracket. You got your 2 waste bins, 2 more brackets, and then the sliding mechanism itself, which is already connected. So what it looks like, there's already 4 holes here. We're just going to screw that to the base of the cabinet. And that's it. Just a few parts. This is going to be simple. So watch along. Alright, so this is the bracket that it came with. Okay, this is the rear of the bracket. This is the front. The way to tell is just slide it out. And you know, that's which way the garbage can is going to go. Slide this back in. Now you want to center this within the cabinet itself. So just put that in there. Alright. You want to keep about a 1/4 inch off the front of the cabinet to give yourself some play. So right about there. And I'm going to try to keep 1.5 inches off both sides of the inside of the cabinet. So just take your tape measure. Wow. So you can see that's 1.5 inches right there. And try to slide the back a little bit. Right about there. Check your measurement. That's pretty good right there. Okay, so once you have your bracket centered in the cabinet, just take a pencil and you're going to want to put 4 marks where you're going to put your screws, okay? So just put your pencil marks right in the middle because we're going to pre-drill these holes. One here and one over here. Alright, make sure you make nice dark marks for your pre-drill. Now you can take your bracket out. Okay, so I have my 4 marks. We'll have to pre-drill. All you need is a 1/8 inch drill bit. I'm going to go down maybe 1/4 inch. The reason I pre-drill is because I don't want to split the wood. So just have at it. Now you want to set your bracket back in there. Again, make sure the front is the front. You want to install it backwards. Line up your holes. And this particular kit came with screws attached to the instructions. Alright, just your 4 basic machine screws. Okay. Just a Phillips bit. I have my impact. And screw them. Now you don't want to go so tight. Just kind of set the screws. Set all 4, and then you can make sure your bracket is exactly where you want it, and then we'll tighten them down after. Last one back here. Alright, so now get your tape measure. Just verify one more time. Okay, a little bit over. Front and back. Okay. Right there looks good. And I'll drive them all home. You want to put a paw on the actual bracket so you don't lose your spot. It's locked in place. And just check that the slides come out with no issue. Perfect. Alright, so these brackets on one side, they have 2 holes right there. Those are going to actually clip onto these little tabs on the inside. If you look, there's actually smaller tabs on the left side than on the right side. So my particular application, I have my dishwasher in the way, so it doesn't allow me to. So I'm just going to open up the dishwasher. Alright, line those 2 holes up. And that sits down, close the dishwasher. Alright, so after you got them clipped, you just place this down. Now it's very important. You have to actually put a lot of pressure down to keep this in place. So the instructions recommend to slide this system back in where it's in the lock feature, and now you push down to lock it in place. Alright, I gave it a quick hit and it's locked in place. You can slide it back out. Alright, so this is the retainer clip. Now what you want to do is kind of slide this in first. Then you want to lift these up so they're actually inside that little hole there, and then you want to push it. You're gonna have like a clamp, and there's your click. So now this whole mechanism is locked into place here. Okay, and that one's done. Okay, now same thing with the other side. Again, you have those 2 holes. They're gonna slide into these little clips. Line those up. Falls right down. Again, slide this mechanism back in. All right. And give it a little hit to lock it in place. Slide it back out. Another black clip. Again, same idea. Slide it in there first. You want those little tabs to hit the top of the metal, and then push it in, and it'll clip. It's not the easiest design. Alright, now we're locked in. And lastly, this comes with like a little handle for the front. Just put that on the front. And that's the basics of it. Slide it in, make sure it closes, it doesn't hit anything. Close your cabinet door. Slide it back out. Perfect. Now you can get your garbage can and see what it looks like. 1 and 2. Like a glove. And you're all done. Alright, so that's the final product. Open the door. Slide your cans out. Plenty of extension. And slide them back in. That was easy, right? Like 10 minutes. So do me a favor, for any of your future how-to, DIY, or home renovation projects, subscribe to my channel.